What's up, everyone? Welcome to the 426th episode of the Pokemon Podcast. It's super effective. I'm your host, SBJ. With us, the crew, the staff,
the staff. Wait, no. Staff members get paid.
We get 15-minute mandatory breaks every 4 hours, so buckle up, Buster.
We are unpaid internships of dubious legal quality is what we are.
Are we interns at this point? Aren't we just underpaid laborers?
Well, underpaid when the paycheck is zero, yes.
The paycheck is an exposure.
There, now we're talking. Now. This is a quality show. Will is here.
Strangely enough, I'm in a good mood this weekend. I don't know what happened. I'm trying to search within myself to figure out where this positivity came from. But there you go. I'm ready to announce my new podcast I'm going to be doing, where I review flavors of energy drinks. Here's a little sample. The energy drink brand is Bang. The flavor is Miami Cola, and it's awful. It had so much potential. It's like a little coconut Coke, right? Or maybe a little pineapple Coke or something. No. This just tastes like they took every mixer at the bar that was left at the end of on South Beach, and they just poured it into a glass, and they were like, cheers, Miami Cola.
Doesn't it have a name?
Swill. Yes.
Yeah.
Greg here.
I have a new chair. It's very exciting. Now I have 2 back support chairs for my 2 offices.
Is it?
Very nice.
Offices. Swanky.
Yeah, well, one's my work office, and then this, I'm calling this an office because there's not a bed in here. Otherwise, it would be a bedroom.
What'd you get? Herman Miller, Steelcase Jester.
Look, I don't have streamer money, Steve. I have to go with the Amazon something, $118. Good enough.
Yeah.
Is it good
easy
enough?
enough to sit on?
Yeah, actually, I had bought this style of chair when I was working from home because the one chair that I had that was 20 years old was cutting the circulation off to my legs. So I bought it thinking, well, this is a temporary fill-in until I return to the office. Oh, ho, 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 I'm not. Because that's where my $800 chair is that I cannot take from the office. So I bought it and actually really, really liked it. So when I split the 2 rooms finally, I'm like, I'll just buy that chair again. Only this time, I'm buying it in blue instead of black.
Ooh, fancy.
And it's quite good. I mean, I'm not in front of a camera for 8 hours, so I don't have to sit here. I get to move.
It's true.
Wait, I have an alert. Can I make an alert?
No, it's too late.
Oh.
But go ahead.
I have... I am doing the 2020, I don't know how to pronounce the name of this company. It's SCHEEPJES. It's like Dutch or something. I always say sheepjes. 2020 crochet along. I tricked several other people into also doing it with me. It's a crochet along. It's not a crochet by yourself. So you got to get other people roped in. But if any of our listeners want to participate in the crochet along, I'm going to do an Instagram group for talking about it. Then it's just look for the 2020 Sheepjes crochet along. It's going to be a wild and fun ride.
Are you all making something specific?
You all make the same thing, but the way the way in a knit along or crochet along works is you get 2 weeks worth of instructions at a time, and then everybody's supposed to complete that 2-week section.
Oh.
You don't get the whole pattern at the beginning.
So what you're saying is you're going to be doing this during the Pokemon Masters talk.
Exactly. So if anybody wants to enjoy me, I believe I mentioned last week, right? We're doing the Pokemon Masters crochet along. So we're just tying it in with the 2020 Sheepjes 2020. I keep saying 2020 twice, but that one. And I've already got Greta in Norway is joining, and Maddie on the Move is also doing it with us. It's going to be fun. And, when Steve and Greg are talking about Pokemon Masters and you're not listening anymore, you can start getting those double crochets, triple crochets, et cetera, and
The Masters news is not very long this week.
well, good, because the crochet along doesn't start until September 23rd. So
we do have Pokemon news. A little bit of Go, a little bit Masters, anime stuff, and some competitive stuff. Let's jump into... I guess let's just get the Masters stuff out of the way. Pretty short. The anniversary event still going until the end of the month, September 30th. So you can still get your chance of getting blue or red or leaf Signasuit versions of those characters are still available in banners. That's what they're called, right? Banners?
Yep.
This past week, they just announced the story event Family Ties, which I have not done yet.
I have.
I'm still working through my eggs, but...
Oh, yeah, I haven't done it yet either.
I have feelings about it.
But they've introduced Lusamine and Lily and Gladion all as characters that you can actually pull on and get. I think there were rumors or speculation that only Lily would be available with Clefairy because she was in the trailer with Clefairy. But all characters are obtainable. But
Are they?
Yes, they're just doing... so Lily is right... Or sorry, Lusamine's right now. And then I think on Monday is Lily. And then like 2 days after Lily is Gladion. So they're just spacing them out a little bit.
So of all the Pokemon that I associate with Lily, which is 2, Clefairy is not one of those 2.
Yeah.
What?
Where did that come from?
She has a Clefairy in her team in Sun and Moon.
She has a team?
Yeah, because she like gets all happy. She becomes a trainer and she's like ready to battle and stuff. And
boy, I don't remember any of that. I just remember getting the bag. And then in the anime, she had an Alolan Vulpix.
Yes, in the anime, she had the Vulpix. I don't know if she had any more Pokemon in the anime.
I never finished it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I never finished the anime. In the manga, she had a Cutie Fly.
Well, I would take a Cutie Fly.
Yeah.
In Cosmic Eclipse, she had a Clefairy.
She had it at one point in the games. Like, there's one Clefairy she uses, and I don't remember where. I think it's Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I mean, it's clear that they're using Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon versions of all these characters for this storyline.
Well, yeah, because it's just like Star Trek, where they erased the whole like original Sun and Moon, and they're like, no, don't look over there. Look at this new one.
I mean, I will say, spoiler alert, they do at least touch on what a terrible mother Lusamine is.
Oh, okay, they do.
In the story. Yeah. It's definitely the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Bad Mom Light that was in those stories instead of Bad Mom Regular, which was in Sun and Moon. But yeah, there's a lot of the story is how bad Lusamine was. And they do have a Guzma and Lusamine cutscene of those two meeting again, which is kind of cool. Because it was all tense as they were like, oh, it's you. How did you get here?
See, the nice thing about Masters is we can, even if you don't play Masters, you can at least listen to us argue about what characters should have which Pokemon for the next 10 minutes. In Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Lily does have a Clefairy. It is kept in a heal ball, and when you do a Mall-type battle, so when you and her battle together in the Aether Paradise, she does send out Clefairy. And then if she is in the battle tree, and she is your partner in the battle tree, she will use Ribombee or Comfey as her 2 Pokemon. So that was her only Pokemon besides Cosmog that she has in the games. So accurate, I guess, is what that is. I thought, Will, you were going to complain about Lusamine's sync pair, which I don't understand these complaints either.
Is it not the jellyfish Ultra Beast?
It is not.
It's not.
No.
It's the cockroach Ultra Beast.
Yeah, it's the one that she's based on.
Exactly.
It's the one that looks like her.
Right.
Yes.
So Lusamine has Pheromosa, and people were upset that she doesn't have Nihilego. But like the 8 months prior to Sun and Moon coming out, everyone was like, "Oh, Lusamine and Pheromosa." Right?
It's the one that looks like her.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, it's Nihilego that like takes over her body, so I can kind of see that. But like,
isn't the fan theory though the reason Nihilego looks like Lily is because Lusamine dresses up Lily to look like Nihilego, and that's like one throwaway line that Lily says of like, "This is the first time I dressed myself. My mom normally dresses me."
Oh, there's a whole cutscene about Lusamine freaking out about Lily going shopping in Masters, which is kind of funny.
I don't have a problem with Lusamine using Pheromosa.
No.
I think it's fine. I think as long as they gave her an Ultra Beast, it's good.
It's the one that looks like her.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
wait, which Ultra Beast does Gladion look like?
I don't think people associated Gladion with an Ultra Beast.
No, he's got the same spiky hair as Savali.
Yeah. Well, because Savali is like the Ultra. Yeah. What was it? UBK? Ultra Beast Killer? Is that?
There's no killing in Pokemon.
Oh, they do also touch on the fact that Lusamine's walking around with an Ultra Beast in the Masters. A whole slew of people are like, "Excuse me, we're gonna have to kill that thing."
They could always do Signa Suit Lusamine and give her Nihilego, I guess. Because at one point, like, there's zero other characters in the Masters or in the Pokemon universe that would get Nihilego.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what else you would do.
I mean, if you wanted to do like more Ultra Beasts, you could have the island like captains, because they all had to fight the Ultra Beasts that came to their islands.
Yeah, they touch on that a little bit in the game. There's a couple of
Masters is getting all in depth.
Yeah, there's a bunch of scenes that really play off. It's about the thing that I like most about the secondary storyline. So the main storyline is pretty standard, and it does that sort of anime of we have 10 minutes to resolve all this conflict, and they take that 10 minutes and then they resolve the conflict. But the scenes after that, you have to get through the events. Touch on a lot of things that, honestly, if you're following the series, you're like, wouldn't so-and-so and so-and-so be kind of upset about this? And then there's a scene about those people sort of approaching Lusamine or the kids and being like, this isn't great. And then talking through that. So they do a pretty good job of dealing with the problems of that family being together again. And everybody that Lusamine hurt has a little bit of a time to like deal with Lusamine. So they do a pretty good job at Masters, I think.
If we're looking at Lusamine's Pokemon in the manga, she has all the same as in Sun and Moon, but she also apparently in the manga catches how do we say this? Naganadel? Naganadel. Yeah. That's it. Naganadel. Yeah, that's it. She catches a Naganadel, she catches Nihilego, and she catches Celesteela in the manga.
Oh, really?
How many Ultra Beasts are in Sword and Shield?
Zero.
Exactly none. Until the DLC.
I don't think all of the other Ultra Beasts were shown in the trailer.
No, it's a surprise. Were the Tapus shown in the trailer?
They were.
I'm pretty sure they're coming.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, there was a huge argument about that because on my Twitch stream because we were talking about how Rillaboom was so dominant with Grassy Glide. And I was like, well, if they keep it, it probably won't be as dominant once they roll out like Tapu Lele or Tapu Koko because they'll set up terrain right away. And then somebody was like, no, that's a spoiler. Don't spoil it for me. And I was like, I'm pretty sure they were in the trailer. And then they were like, I don't remember. And I was like, I'm going to pull up the official trailer. And sure enough, the Tapus are in the trailer. So,
but wouldn't Grassy Glide get more dominant because Tapu Bulu puts down grassy terrain?
No, because Rillaboom puts down grassy terrain.
Oh, when it comes out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Hidden ability.
Yeah, it's his hidden ability.
It's hidden
Very
ability.
good.
I need to do some of that work.
So Tapus are for sure coming. The trailer did not show Ultra Beasts. So I don't know. I don't know what that is.
October surprise. We'll see it.
The last character is Gladion. I don't think there's much to say here. Gladion has Silvally. Here are the dates. So Lusamine is September 9th to September 30th. Gladion is September 13th to September 30th. And Lily is September 16th through September 30th. Keep in mind, if you are trying to be cautious about gem spending, they did say there will be holiday sync pairs in October. And there's been a lot of sync pairs this month. Also, I believe some people are suggesting out of the 3 that Lily might be the best if you're only picking one, but that's opinion. Full disclosure, I'm partnered with DNA.
I mean, I haven't seen... How are they making that decision?
Because support fairy? I don't know, people want more supports, right? Look, your support is Skyla or nothing at this point.
I mean, the banner for is just Lusamine right now.
Yeah, September 13th for Gladion, September 16th for Lily.
It's September 13th.
Well, look, I don't know when it resets. September 13th at 11 p.m., Greg.
I'm not going to be awake then.
Not with that attitude.
And they did, for the Family Titles event, give just 3,000 bonus gems. So all you have to do is log in. 3,000 bonus gems is a 10 pull, which is now an 11 pull. For free. You just got to log in.
I pulled twice, and I got Lusamine once. So, frick.
I still have not pulled Leaf.
Still?
But I pulled Serena on Leaf's banner last night, so that's pretty good. People like Serena. I think Serena's very good.
Can you trade pulls?
Nope. No. Did you, Greg, get your Rosa to 6-star EX?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like that's hard. I mean, they give it to you.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I just maxed her out last night. Haven't used her yet though.
I haven't done all the leveling stuff yet, but I will at some point. I'm just trying to get all the free stuff out of the very easy family event. Once you've completed it and you can skip ticket a bunch, I'm like, I want to see all the cutscenes.
Yeah, I gotta do that tonight.
That's what I did.
Speaking of characters in the Pokemon universe, there is the gym leader Elisa and Skyla Kotobukiai figures. I don't know what that word means. That are on the Pokemon Center. They are 2 of Unova's most popular and memorable gym leaders. Do you agree with this, Will?
Out of the 8, they are 2 of them, yes. I mean, they're certainly not the most forgettable of the gym leaders in Unova, so...
Who's more Berg and Clay are pretty forgettable, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Marlin is pretty forgettable, I think.
Marlin, it should never have happened.
Bryson, man.
Bryson is amazing. I will hear nothing against Bryson.
Bryson?
Yeah,
No. Bryson turned his back on being a gym leader. No.
He wanted to pursue what Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was. He wanted to be a movie
star. He did not have a true passion for being a Pokemon gym leader, and he should never have dabbled in those arts if he wasn't ready to commit.
He met the pinnacle of his gym career by picking ice. He saw the path forward and said, you know what? I'm going to go act.
Your favorite Pokemon isn't even an ice-type Pokemon.
Right. But, I'm sure he was tired of, hi, everybody ruins my gym because ice has the most weaknesses. I'm going to go act.
Yeah. I just think all of the ice-type gym leaders have been pretty bottom of the barrel. I think that's a nice way to put it right there.
Are you speaking ill of Candace?
Mostly Wolfric.
What about Price?
Who?
There you go. There's your answer on that one.
Who is it in Sword and Shield? Melody, right?
Melody.
I don't know. It wasn't in my game, so.
Yeah, Melanie is amazing. Hands down, best ice gym leader.
Posed strikingly on a Pokeball base, Nimbasa gym leader Elisa and her partner Pokemon Emolga amp up the drama of any Pokemon collection. This gym leader model is surrounded by lightning as befitting a trainer who works with electric-type Pokemon. Emolga rests on the sleeve of its trainer's jacket, ready to spring into action when a challenger appears. Mistralton, I don't know how to say these.
Yeah, Mistralton City.
Mistralton City's gym leader Skyla is poised for a flight or battle with her partner Pokemon Swanna on her back. Skyla is a breath of fresh air, a gust of wind beneath her feet and arms outstretched as I feel like I'm reading a PBS ad for like an auction right now.
And at the $40 level, you'll get a tote bag.
Ready to fight. Captures Skyla's affinity for the air as indicated by her career as a pilot and the fact that she specializes in training flying type Pokemon. Both figures are exclusive to Pokemon Center and for fans seeking premium statues to showcase their love of the Pokemon world.
That is not me. I'm not seeking any premium statues ever.
You don't want to spend $129 on these.
Are they posable figurines?
No.
Nope.
They're not even posable figurines. No.
I don't know. This Grookey Pokemon Pumpkin Party keychain.
Look, we're talking about katabukis here,
I
not
know,
keychains.
I've moved on to the other things.
I think as of reading this, Elisa is sold out. I think she's gone. I do not see her anymore. Skyla's still there. I was going to ask which one is more popular, Skyla or Elisa, but I think we already got our answer here.
I think we've got that answer.
They're both still on the website.
Oh, okay, they are. They just weren't next to each other. I was worried.
I mean, is it a full art Skyla? Because full art Skyla is going to run you a pretty penny.
Yeah. It's full. It's full everything.
Was there ever a full art Elisa? Was there even... There had to have been an Elisa supporter card.
I don't think there was.
Wow.
I mean, both the figures are really great. Like, they're very cool looking. I don't want to spend $130 to have more junk in my house.
Yeah, I just can't.
Like the whole Haunted Village thing. Nope.
Spoilers.
I said this on stream. I feel like if I was ever to go down the path of $100 plus figures, it would have to be at like a convention. It would have to be like there's one left. The guy is there like, you know, buddy, for you, I'm gonna knock $10 off the price. You know, these are $129. I got one left. I want to move it. I'll give you a discount. And then you barter a little bit more. You get them to knock off like 20. And then you're like, well, I've already been sitting here for 20 minutes looking at it and arguing with you. Here's my credit card. Like, that's the only situation I feel like I could buy a $100 figure. But, like...
You are such a sucker. Like, what you're saying is, in order for me to buy this, I want somebody to actively lie to me about the rarity and the price so that I feel like I'm winning in this transaction so that when you leave... He pops another one out and says, oh, this is the last one. You should have just seen this guy who left who was going to buy it but didn't. And then you go on eBay and see, like, they're selling them for $4 each. Like, you're just straight up saying, hey, everybody, as long as you tell me a good story and say that you're giving me a discount, gonna buy it.
It's the thrill of the hunt, but the hunt is the deal.
It's the thrill of being lied to.
What do you do with these things? There's nothing that you can do with them. It's not like it's like Easter comes around. You're like, oh, let me display my Elisa figurines for Easter.
No. If a thunderstorm is rolling in, you bust out the Elisa figure.
Oh, no. I'm going to go on a flight. I need to bring my lucky Skyla.
I mean, I can imagine if you're an internationally famous Twitch streamer, then there's like you want to have some background in your. But in my home, where I don't even want both of you to come visit me, there's nothing to look at here except some white walls. That's what we got.
Because you don't have figurines around your house.
I don't want figurines.
Yeah, not with that attitude.
If I was making ninja money or Pokemon money, line the figures up. Got to put something in the background.
I mean, you did plushes already.
Yeah, but plushes are like I get maybe 2 plushes every 3 months. And what is a plush? Like $11.99? Like the last plushes I got, what?
They're $30 to $50.
I am not getting those plushes. I got the Sitting Cutie Unknown, and I got the City Cutie Porygon 2.
All right, Sitting Cuties are not stuffed animals. They're more like Beanie Babies.
I mean, the Pikachu in the Halloween outfit that's currently new is $21.99. It's pretty good.
And the Gengar outfit? No, that's more Pico.
No, that's more Pico.
The outfits confused me. See, they were dressed up appropriately. Yeah, I mean, at least with the haunted. Well, I don't know. The same argument could be made about the haunted village or any Christmas decorations. Like, yeah, I guess you bust them out for Christmas, but they don't do anything either. You just like set them up and
they decorate your home for a lovely visit that is not happening this year.
Exactly. So, like, this is my challenge, Greg, because you're like, in this way, you are the opposite of me. You love decorating for Christmas. It's like, are you going to bother?
I'll get a tree.
Are you going to make caramels?
I don't know, because how do I get them to people?
Mail?
I'll come to your house and
okay.
Pick up a bag of them.
I mean, I probably will. Because it's like the one thing I do to really get into the holidays. But I'm not mailing them to you, Steve. You have to actually come in person. These are in-person gifts only. I gave them to you last year. You came in person.
Mm-hmm.
The year before, I brought them to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you have no reason to sit there and sigh at me. I have kept you in sweet, sweet sugar for 2 years now.
$40 a haunted village is expensive.
Yeah.
Well, is it though? Because if you go to Michael's, like their haunted village of nothingness, they don't have like a theme. Well, their theme is spooky, but they don't have like a brand attached to it.
But wait, so it's misleading to say $40 for the haunted village because it's $160 to get all 4 pieces.
Right. $40 per village. You can't
just have one. You can't just have Miss Magius's. House of Horrors.
We're going to talk about the Spooky Village, the Limax Spooky Village at Michael's.
Is that not... wait, is that brand named?
Well, yeah, that's what it is. Spooky Town.
Dude, is there not like competitors for Spooky Town?
I don't think so. I mean, you said Michael's. I'm on Michael's. There is exactly one Spooky Town that I'm finding.
All right, well...
and they vary in price depending on the size.
Right, well, yeah, because for the Michael stuff, you could get like a windmill or like a silo or just like a wagon. But there are bigger buildings, so we have to compare the buildings to the buildings.
Also, they're made out of porcelain and not cheap plastic.
Oh, there you go.
They also light up. And are not made out of cheap plastic, which is the problem when I bought that first train. And I'm like, oh, it's just cheap plastic. And I'm paying $40 for this. Nope.
Is the train plastic? I thought the train was like a porcelain.
It's like, no, it's not porcelain. It's definitely that resin. They're not
resin.
Porcelain.
Yeah, it's not plastic though. Is plastic resin? Are they the same?
Yes, they're in the same family.
Poly resin is what this haunted house on PokemonCenter.com says.
Yes.
Now that you say they don't light up, that's probably why I'm not pulling the trigger. If I'm getting something spooky.
Oh, yeah. It's got to have like not flashing lights, but glowing lights. Yeah.
Yeah. $160 for the whole set. I think I would, my limit would probably be 100 for 4 items. But 25 would probably, yeah. So how much is a building for Spooky Town?
Okay, so the same size, well, slightly bigger than what you're probably getting for these. The Limax Spooky Town Zombie Jazz Cafe that lights up is $35.99.
The Pokemon tax gets you again.
Their Spooky Town Frightful Feline Choir, which is smaller, is $29.99. It is out of porcelain, but there's no lights on that one. The Spooky Town Black Raven Manor, which has looks like lights and sound and flying bats and ravens around the top.
Ooh,
is $71.99.
Yeah.
Spooky Town's Hideous Harry's Toy Factory. Oh, this is an abomination. No, it has everything included. It is $89.99, but I would not have this in my home. This is horrible.
Well, it is supposed to be spooky.
I mean, valid, but I would not walk into the room that thing was in.
Oh, it's the clown.
Yep, not into it. I'm out.
It looks like the finer details are more good compared to the Pokemon ones.
Yeah. This
Except
is a quality product, except for the clowns. Except for the clown entrance and the scary bears out front.
Oh, classic Michael's thing. They always like try to tell you it's on sale, even though you'll never find it at $150.
You just said at a convention center, if somebody did the exact same thing to you, you would buy it.
Yeah, but I know what the price of the Elisa is. It's $129. Yeah. If they lit up, I would be more willing to pay the $40. But now that you've mentioned they don't glow.
They don't do anything. There's just a hunk
I think I'm out.
Of poly resin, which I don't even know what that is.
It does say limit of 2, which the train I don't think had a limit because the train stuff sold out really quick, and I'm sure it ended up on eBay shortly after.
I'm sure.
Well, let's take a break. When we come back, we got some anime news and some Pokemon VGC news. So we will be right back.
Space virus. Alien invasion. Space virus. Possessing humans. Mysterious. Space.
Alien invasion.
That's it. That's all it says.
We are back from our break.
Yep.
Your favorite movie, Greg, Pokemon the Movie 2000, is now on Pokemon TV, free to watch.
Which was Pokemon the Movie 2000?
It is with Sir Lawrence III trying to get Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos.
That was very good.
I still stand by the fact that we would have gotten the announcement for Crown Tundra and this movie lining up and Zapdos and Articuno and Moltres coming back to Pokemon Go lining up. I just don't think we got... I just am thinking words, back up, rewind. I just think because of the pandemic, they are not confident with the exact release date, and that's why we have not gotten the announcement.
The exact release date of what?
Crown Tundra.
Oh, I thought they said November.
No, they just said holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's November.
Sure. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's all coincidence.
I mean, it would probably come in replace of a holiday game, right? Like, probably like the second week in November?
Probably.
Because, I mean, it just says fall. It didn't say fall of 2020 first.
I thought it said holiday. I thought they always used the word holiday.
According to GamesRadar.com, 6 days ago, sometime in fall 2020 is what they are showing.
Well, fall is till what? December 21st? Technically?
Technically, yes.
Okay, so we know that Vivid Voltage is coming out the 13th of November, and Black Friday is the 27th. And so if we're assuming...
No, Black Friday is canceled this year. If any store is foolish enough to try that, I'm going to be picketing outside their doors.
Yeah. I mean, they already said that, like, so many stores are already closing. Like, they're just not going to do that whole holiday thing. They've already said that.
Hey, I'm just looking at the calendar.
It's all cyber.
Just because a store's not opening for Black Friday doesn't mean it's still not Black Friday.
True.
I mean, then they would do it on Cyber Monday.
Sure. I'm just saying we have 3 Fridays before Black Friday. We have the 6th, the 13th, and the 20th.
When did Sword and Shield come out?
Back my calendar up.
We had a party at my house, Greg. Was it that
Sword and Shield was
not memorable?
15th.
I remember the party. I don't remember the date.
Sword and Shield was the 15th. So we had the 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th was Black Friday.
It's the 15th.
And the 16th, if we remember correctly, was a community day, was it not? It was Chimchar, I think. No. Chimchar? Yes. It was a starter Pokemon. We feel like the Pokemon Company has a history of putting everything on the same weekend, and we always complain every time they do it. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me if it's the 6th, the 13th, the 20th, the 28th, 7th, December 4th, December 11th. Doesn't matter. I don't care.
It's coming out on the 13th. But that's where I'm staking my claim. I am claiming November 13th. I
just think it's a little weird that they're doing a bunch of Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres thingies subtly, and we have not gotten a trailer yet. But I don't think it's that weird because of the pandemic.
I mean, we got a trailer. we just haven't gotten a Crown Tundra specific trailer.
Right.
I mean, we saw the artwork for them. Like,
yeah.
Well,
I think there's just one more trailer. I don't think there's going to be like 2 or 3 trailers. I think there's going to be one more trailer. Show Crown Tundra. Give us the date.
What day did Isle of Armor come out on? Was that on a Friday?
Isle of Armor was on a Wednesday. Oh, yeah. All right, now hold on. We got to go back. Everyone scroll your calendar back to November. Okay, we got the 4th. We got the 11th. We got the 18th.
I am staking my claim on the 13th and the 11th.
We got the 25th.
It's not coming out right before Thanksgiving.
Why? Why would that be so bad, though?
Because it's to be swamped by Thanksgiving things.
What Thanksgiving things?
Every single adult and child goes, man, I wish I had something to do on Thanksgiving that wasn't football.
I mean, except for the football
There's
fans.
no football.
There'll be football. Isn't football back?
Sort of.
Basketball is back, right?
It's back at this point.
Yes.
We will see how it all plays out, because November is a long way away.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like it's so close. I feel like September is almost over at this point.
But it's not.
It is literally the 13th day of September. Not even the halfway point.
Okay, speaking of anime, go watch your Power of One movie. Power of One.
Power of One, not Power of Us. Do not watch Power of Us.
Unless you want to watch Power of Us, and then please go ahead.
This is off Pokemon.com. Hone your trainer skills by watching more Pokemon Journeys series on Netflix. 12 new episodes. Got some breaking news for you guys. Beep, 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 beep. That was the breaking news song.
Yes.
Yeah, a little urgency post-breaking news would be good.
It is pronounced Squovit, not Squovit.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Look, not here to argue.
Because of covet, right?
Yeah.
It's squirrel covet.
Squovit. Just the correction is now the detail. We still do not know whether it's what Will said. I think, Will, you're on the Ryan camp and I'm on the Rayhan.
I'm on the Ryan camp. I mean,
everybody's on the Ryan camp except for Steve.
Right.
Hey, I went to babynames.com and I hit the little button.
Babynames.com, the authoritative source for Pokemon naming.
Babynames.com, literally the only website that has that name, which means somebody submitted it with no pronunciation.
I don't believe in the 24 episodes we now have, the dragon-type gym leader has shown up and their name has been said out loud. We're still on Dragon Watch for that.
It's Ryan Watch.
Have either of you seen any of the Pokemon Journeys?
I saw 1 through 12.
And?
It's good. It's a little scattered, but it's good.
Yeah, I think that's the problem when your trainers can go anywhere at any time. It feels very... that was Irene's complaint too. She's like, what city are we in right now?
Yeah, it's very scattered, and it makes... Since they just travel, it makes the world seem incredibly tiny. Because, like, we're going to go to Galar today. And then, like, was that an hour flight? Like, how are you... What is distance here? Because, like, it took you 14 days to get somewhere by boat, and then you're like, we're going to hop on a plane, and we're there in, like, a half a second. Like, it's very confusing. They very much skip over how big the world is, or if they just have decided, you know what, we don't care about where these things are located. They just hop on. And I think that it feels like it's hard to just, everything is just disjointed a lot because they just end up in whatever region for whatever story, and it feels real scattered.
Does it feel like they're on a journey?
No.
I mean, they're making progress every episode.
Yeah.
This is off Pokemon.com as well. Mega evolve a Beedrill and use it in battle to unlock Mega Houndoom. Celebrate the debut of Mega Evolution with a week-long event focused on bug types and raids. Oh gosh, I haven't started this event at all. Mega Evolution has come to Pokemon Go, and you can hone your battle skills with your Mega Evolved Pokemon during the special week-long event from Friday, September 11th to Thursday, September 17th, so you still got time. Take part in gym battles, Team Go Rocket battles, and trainer battles, excluding Go Battle League. If trainers win 275 million battles before the event ends globally, they will unlock Mega Raids featuring Houndoom. During the week, you'll be able to enjoy a number of bonuses to start. The following Bug-type Pokemon will be appearing more frequently in Wild: Caterpie, Weedle, Paris, Venonat, Scyther, Pinsir, Ladybug, Spinarak, Wurmple, Kricketot, and Burmy. And if you're lucky, trainers, you too may encounter a shiny Ladybug. More bug-type encounters aren't the only thing you can look forward to, Will. There will be a raid and battle-focused time research event and event-exclusive field research test that will reward you with Mega Energy for your Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, and Beedrill. Remember that when you use Mega Beedrill in battles, excluding raid battles, during the event period, it will receive a temporary CP boost, making it even... What is this sentence? Remember, when you use Mega Beedrill in battles, excluding raid battles, that's the only thing I want to use Megas for. During the event,
I like to battle my friends.
It will receive a temporary CP boost, making it even more of a force. Finally, during this time, Pokemon that are weak to bug-type attacks and flying-type attacks will appear in raids more often. Team Rocket will also be using different Shadow Pokemon, so be sure to evolve your Beedrill before you take it into battle.
I have 2 leftover remote raid passes because they had like a get 3 remote raid passes for 1 coin dealie.
They did that twice in the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
Well, I only did it once. So when you can start with your annoying text messages of, I'm about to do some raid. Do you want to join? Because I might just be in the mood.
So we don't know if we do know. Well, there's no official announcement whether we have unlocked Mega Pidgeot for doing 200. What was it, like 200 million raids or something? 2 million raids, 20 million raids. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Niantic's not setting a goal we can't achieve.
I mean, I battled a gym at brunch today twice, so did my part.
So the reason we haven't gotten... Well, by the time this podcast comes up, we'll probably have the announcement. But the reason that there wasn't an announcement the last week was because Niantic gave everyone at Niantic the week off for mental health.
Oh, nice.
That was the week of Labor Day, so Monday would have been off anyways, and then the rest 4 days, Niantic just gave the team off. So when they come back into the offices, or I guess... I don't think they're working at the office. I think they're all working at home. When they come back to their home office on September 14th, I'm sure we'll hear about the Mega Pidgeot. And I'm sure, 275 million battles between Team Rocket, trainer battles, gym battles. I'm sure that will be... There's just not a situation where they're like, well, guys, you only did 260 million battles. No Houndoom this week. Like... We're going to get the Houndoom, we're going to get the Pidgeot, and then people are going to continue not being excited about Megas, I guess. Unless they come back from their break with a new Mega plan.
No, that's not happening.
Do your Mega Beedrill stuff. I don't know, find your Ladybug. Finally, time to put your complaints hat on.
Look, some people never take it off, so go right ahead.
I'm so... irritated about this. This is also off Pokemon.com. Battle in the Pokemon Players Cup II qualifier online competition in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Compete against fellow Sword and Shield trainers to advance in the second Players Cup regional qualifier. Test your skills as a Pokemon trainer, well, if only you could, and earn the opportunity to play in the Pokemon Players Cup II. This event will take place September 24th through September 27th. All trainers who participate will receive 50 battle points, in which can be redeemed after the rankings have been announced. Players must have at least one battle to receive the battle points. However, Pokemon Players Cup II will be open to Masters Division only, which means you have to be at least 16 years or older. Competition rules will be established for Rank Series 5. And then it says, total playtime is you have 20 minutes per battle, 90 seconds for team preview, 45 seconds for turn order, 15 battles a day. The 15 battles stack, so 45 battles for the weekend. So technically you could skip Friday, Saturday, and then do 45 battles on Sunday if you really wanted to. There will be an announcement of who makes the finals. This is the qualifier, so there'll be an announcement later of the top players going into the finals. Maybe you don't play competitive battles. Maybe you were like a tournament, 50 battle points. Maybe I'll try. I have a good team. I'm glad that Rillaboom is gone. I'm not really following the format. Let me tell you what's happening here. We right now are in Series 6. A couple podcasts ago, I think 3 podcasts ago, we talked about how Series 6 introduced the first time ever that's a weird sentence because technically in Sun and Moon, there was the Sun Cup, the Moon Cup, and then the Ultra Cup, and they had different rules and regulations, and different Pokemon were banned and not banned. But in Sword and Shield, every series so far has introduced new Pokemon, such as, you couldn't use Gigantamax Lapras in Series 1 or Series 2, but when Series 3 came out, people were able to use Gigantamax Lapras, and that became very dominant for a time. And then when the Isle of Armor came out, which was Series 5, you could use Pokemon like Hidden Ability Rillaboom, Magnezone, or Porygon 2, because those were all Pokemon introduced in the Isle of Armor. But this is the first time since Sword and Shield, they have said Pokemon are not allowed to be used, which we covered. There were 16 Pokemon banned, some of them being the popular Pokemon that you've always heard about in competitive, Incineroar, Rillaboom, Porygon 2, Togekiss. All these Pokemon were banned. And we have been in Series 6 ever since September 1st, so 2 weeks now. This announcement came originally in Pokemon Home, where in Pokemon Home, in the announcement in Pokemon Home, it says Series 6 rules, but on Pokemon.com, and I think on the Japanese Pokemon.com, it said Series 5. So there was this conflicting of, one is... The Pokemon Company is really good at doing this. They're really good at one site saying something. Like, for example, the Japanese Pokemon website said that... What event was it? Oh, it was the Pikachu Outbreak event. The Japanese Pokemon website said the Pikachu Outbreak event was only for the weekend, and then a day later, the English Pokemon website said, it was 2 weeks long. And at that point, as a standard Pokemon consumer who maybe doesn't check the Japanese Pokemon website because maybe you're an American and you're like, why would I ever go to the Japanese Pokemon website? You would think that Pokemon.com, the English Pokemon website, would be trustworthy. There was clearly a communication error, and this has been kind of happening a lot recently. I feel like it's happening more frequently now that we have the Japanese Pokemon website, which Sarah B usually pulls from the Japanese Pokemon website, only because the Japanese Pokemon website is normally first. And then we have the American Pokemon website, and then we have the Pokemon Twitter, and then we have Pokemon Home now, which is also providing news. And we frequently keep getting wrong information between one of the four, but this was not an error here. They're sticking with the Series 5 rules. It's on Pokemon.com. It's on the Japanese Pokemon website. It's updated in Pokemon Home. And then the Twitter has then play Pokemon. That's also confusing because there's multiple Pokemon Twitters. There's @Pokemon, and then there's @Pokemon_JP, and then there's @PlayPokemon. But the @PlayPokemon Twitter did say, sorry for the confusion. We are using Series 5. Now, you might say, Steve, why is that? This isn't a big deal. Series 6 is only 2 weeks old. A lot of people still have their teams from Series 5. They still got their Togekisses, their Rillabooms. These Pokemon just didn't disintegrate when we started the Series 6 rules. This is the problem. There is no way to practice your Series 5's teams because the game banned these Pokemon. I cannot, look, there's a tournament coming up. Most people, practice for tournaments, and you have introduced now a tournament for a rule set that you've banned. So
right,
what you're telling me...
No, you're wrong. Because you can do your own custom rules. Unless they've changed that.
You could.
So you go... The thing is, what you're saying is you can't practice against randos.
Which I would argue is some of the best practice.
Maybe they don't want you to have good practice. You can practice with friends.
You can.
Yes.
The Pokemon Company, the TPCI, the people that work at the Seattle office, I know quite a few of them.
Why aren't you introducing me to these fine folks?
I know some of them listen to the podcast. Some of them follow me on Twitter.
The lawsuit.
Oh, this lawsuit is so long. 2021 is going to be a great year
for lawyers.
They're probably not the ones that made this decision. That's not what I'm getting at. The people in the Seattle office, but they know that people use outside sources, right? There's Smogon, there's Pikalytics, there's Pokemon Showdown, there's all these things outside of Pokemon, the game, that people use to get teams ready, to practice, to check calculations, all that stuff. TPCIs are well aware of this, but it's still frustrating as a player to be like, you're introducing an old rule set of Pokemon you just banned. Everyone was excited. Maybe there was like 4 people out there that was like, man, I really like the Rillaboom. I was very dominant with the Grassy Glide. I'm very upset about the ban. I'm sure that person exists. That's fine. But the general feeling, which, when we go out here on the internet and we check the Twitters and the Reddits and the Facebooks and no one's checking Facebook and the Discords. And there's always a general feeling of like, are people happy with this or are people not happy with this? And the general feeling for Series 6 was people were happy. And now you announced the Players Cup II, which people were happy. And for about 12 hours, people were happy but slightly confused of where this typo was. Everyone thought Series 5 is just a typo, right? We just flipped to Series 6. Just a typo. They're going to the Pokemon Home says Series 6, website says Series 5. There's no way that this is going to be Series 5. And then they announce that, oh, sorry for the confusion. We're doing Series 5. And Will is right. You can go into a private battle in Sword and Shield. I can send you an 8-digit code, 4446969, and I can battle Will.
Nice.
With my Rillaboom and my Togekiss and my Incineroar and my Porygon 2. But I cannot just go to the ladder and play. Or I can go to Showdown. But still, I don't know what are they trying to do here? Why? Is there just like one person in like Japan making these decisions? And they're just like, yeah. Well, just it's not that big of a deal. Just Series 5. Do they not play the video game? Do they not know that their players can't use Rillaboom on the ladder? Like, I don't understand. I was watching. Oh gosh, I can't remember his name right now. It's at the tip of my tongue. The dude who the Korean player, very good Pachirisu player, Sejun Park.
Yeah,
I was watching him the other day on Twitch. I watched him get to number 1 in the world. He was when I started watching him, he was like 300th in the world. He kept winning. He won like 17 games in a row. He was using non-banned Pokemon because he was playing the ladder. He was using Drifbloom. He's using Arcanine. Very cool to see, and easy to watch. Even though I don't understand a lick of Korean, I understand what move. I don't need to know Korean to understand when you use the dark type move on Arcanine. That's definitely Snarl. It's hitting both Pokemon and stuff. Very nice, very good, very nice guy. And at one point, he just went from Korean to English, and out of nowhere just goes, "Why is it not Series 6 for the Players Cup II?" And then everyone was typing in Korean, and then he just switched back to Korean, and I was like, I just don't get it. I cannot.
I could say the other thing also is you mentioned that people go to outside sources for their like data and everything.
Yes, yeah.
So maybe they just realize that everybody does all their practicing on Pokemon Showdown, and they're like, why should we bother with our stuff when people are just going to go to Showdown anyways?
Yeah. But the reason I wouldn't want to... So this is just a personal reason. And this is probably definitely not applying to a lot of competitive players. I mean, but Seijin obviously practicing in Sword and Shield as they climb the ladder, right?
Yeah, but I mean, he started out as a TCG player. What does that dude know?
But the nice thing about practicing in Sword and Shield is you're getting rewarded for your time, right? You are getting battle points, you're getting protein, you're getting you're getting bottle caps, you are getting actual items for climbing the ladder, even if you're already at master rank. Like every battle, they give you something. The meta might be slightly different in Sword and Shield than it would be on Pokemon Showdown. And the reason I say that is because metas are different in real life, right? Like, if I was to play a Pokemon TCG tournament in Milwaukee, there might be a different meta than in Coon Rapids in Minnesota. And that's an actual real-life example where I think in Milwaukee it was very Darkrai heavy, and then in Coon Rapids when I played at a tournament, it was, gosh, what were they playing at the time? It was like Electric or something. But metas are different per territory.
I don't think that applies to Showdown, just because Showdown would have the same international player base as if you were going into your actual game and doing practices. It's the same people.
I just can't think of the reason why they, besides somebody being like, besides somebody being like, no, just do it Series 5. How is this benefiting anyone?
They don't want people to practice. Go in fresh.
Yeah, it's a whole new world they're living in.
Even okay, here's my last point before we move on. Even if you did not care about participating in the Players Cup, and then there's like 4 people listening to this podcast being like, yeah, say it. I don't care about this at all. Even if you don't care about participating, but you wanted just to watch other people battle, right? There is an appeal to watching people battle, even though you don't battle yourself. You've already seen all these Pokemon fight before. I've already seen the Rillabooms do the grassy glides, and the Togekisses using the Follow Me's, and the Porygon using the Trick Rooms. I've already seen that. I already saw the last Player Cup. I've already saw the last 2 months of Series 5 since June, when all these Pokemon got introduced, like the Rillaboom and Porygon. It would be exciting as a viewer who is not participating to be like, oh, cool, I'm getting like, that's the reason I was watching Seijin. I was like, Drifloom? Sweet. What? It knows Gust? No one's using Gust in 2020. No one was using Gust in 1989.
Yeah, but that dude uses some weird tactics.
So it's exciting to see new Pokemon battle. And now we're just going to see Rillaboom and Incineroar and Togekiss and Porygon. And I'm sure people are creative and there'll probably be, a couple cool things, but this is just frustrating. I hope that somebody is fighting hard to change this to Series 6 before then, but I don't want to go back to Series 5.
It's not going to happen. Give up hope.
If they were, I guess they could have been like, it's Series 5, but here is the thing you go into to do practice matches against other Series 5 teams. You have no option of doing that. You can only just do friend matches at this point. That's it. That's all the Pokemon news.
That's dumb.
It is exciting for a second Players Cup. I'm assuming there will probably be a third Players Cup because there ain't gonna
that means we'll get another season of the Pokemon Champions podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess this is happening before we're right, because Crown Tundra ain't coming out in the next 2 weeks, so
Nope.
I'm assuming there will be another Players Cup based off the Pokemon added to Crown Tundra.
Yeah.
After that. Brandon, thank you for sending in the Players Cup stuff. And that wasn't Slack. Oh, last bit of news. This is from Andrew in our Slack community. If you go to a Pokemon Center in Japan between September 12th and November 1st and say Juman Baruto, which is Thunderbolt in Japanese, they will give you a sticker. Breaking news right there. No
What's
other
the sticker of?
I don't know. That's a really good question. It is a sticker. And you have over a month to do it.
Well, we need our Japanese correspondent to take pictures of said sticker and let us know what we're getting for our Thunderbolt chant.
If the sticker was that good, and if I could book a flight to Japan, and if there wasn't a pandemic, you better believe I'd be there. Question of the week.
These questions all I ever wanted. These questions go ahead and ask away. It's time for the question of the week.
Is that Bananarama or the Bengals?
The Go-Go's.
The Go-Go's. Yeah.
Don't even.
When you pick 2 out of 3.
I was not a Bengals fan. I was okay with Bananarama sometimes. I was a huge Go-Go's fan, though.
I mean, yeah. Was it Jane Whelan? Was she in the Go-Go's? Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
That was my first concert that I got to pick for myself.
This one's from Robert. What are your thoughts on automated shiny hunting?
Automated shiny hunting? They've gone too far. I also don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
I can only think of 2 right now. So one would be...
I mean, I feel like clicking the Pokeball during Go and just seeing if you get a shiny is automated, kind of.
Is that automated? Yeah, I would say that's probably automated.
I
right?
mean, I think that's automated. I mean, you're not doing the action yourself. You're clicking a button.
Well, I mean, you are pressing the button.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
But if you wrapped a rubber band around the button, so it's already being pressed, then I think you're maybe automating. But then
I need to do this for my bike rides.
You should.
Then I run out of Pokeballs.
I finally found my second Pokeball thing, so I can hook up to Sword and Shield. Setting up a new room is really helpful for finding things you thought you lost.
So there's 3 automations I can think of. The first one is the easiest one. You would get a turbo controller. And then in Sword and Shield, you could have it press A over and over again, and you could fossil hunt. All you're doing is getting fossils from the lady, right? Careless.
Right.
There's no work involved there, right? You set up the turbo controller, you press A, you have, 200 plus fossils, you come back in 45 minutes, you check the Pokedex to see if there's a shiny. That would be the fastest way instead of going through all 200. There is none, you reset, and then you tell her to do it again and come back in 45 minutes. So that's one way to automate. Another way would be that this is way more complicated, but somebody built a Lego thing that would press the A button on the 3DS, and then there was This is really complicated, but I think there was a Raspberry Pi, and it listened for the shiny sparkles, and they would do it for chain fishing. And if it heard the sparkle sound, it would stop pressing the A button. So then you would come back to your 3DS, and then you would be like, "Oh, there's a shiny Remoraid on screen," because the bot knew how to chain fish. Okay, I'm not gonna give my opinions about these yet. Third way would be same thing as fossil hunting in Sword and Shield, but in Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. You could open up a Joy-Con and then hook up a Raspberry Pi to hit the button over and over, because you have to use a Joy-Con. You can't use a turbo controller. But same thing, you would fossil hunt for Omanite or Kabuto or Aerodactyl. And then another way would be that you could buy, it was again a Raspberry Pi, but you would hook it up to your Joy-Con, and then you would do what's called pathing. So you would drive your bike in a circle, talk to the lady, drive your bike in a circle, talk to the lady, and then the Raspberry Pi would remember the motions, so you could then egg hatch by not doing anything, because what you've programmed it to do just remembers the go into a circle, talk to the lady, throw away the Pokemon, go in a circle, talk to a lady, and then it would hatch a bunch of eggs. Or I think that might be a 2-step. You might have it where the first step of the automation is to get the eggs, and then the second step once you have like 1 million eggs, the second step is just spin in a circle, let it hatch, spin in a circle, let it hatch, and then you check all of the eggs afterwards to see if there's a shiny. Then you delete using Pokemon Home. So those are a couple ways you could automate Pokemon hunts.
Okay.
I have my thoughts on them. I don't know if, now that I've explained it, I don't know if you guys have any thoughts.
I don't care.
Yeah,
So it's the fallacy of time spent, right? Like, it's this, I spent 15 hours hunting this, and so mine is more valuable or more earned. Whereas you got your shiny Pheromosa in one shot.
I did, yeah.
Does that make that any less valuable than if you had the 5,000 chain that you had or whatever it was for Weezing? No. It is an alternate color that you cleverly found a way to do. Cool. You have it. People will care about it for literally half a second. They'll look at it, oh, cool, and then judge you based off of completely pointless criteria because it didn't take you 15 hours or you found a way to do it better.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of, I'm not going to say his name, but a friend of mine who commented on my current Snom shiny hunt that it is my last shiny hunt that I am certainly not doing automated. And they asked whether I was doing hidden ability. And I was like, no. And they're like, but hidden ability is better. And I was like, I'm just trying to get a shiny here. You know? I'm not trying to get good IVs or anything. I'm not trying to make it competitive. I just want a little shiny ice bug. That's all I want. Yeah, people put way too much thought into these things.
I think if you build a machine to like recognize a shiny sparkle, I think that's really cool.
I mean, that's very clever.
Neat.
That's very cool.
I don't think I would do it myself, but I wouldn't
know how to do it.
I wouldn't judge the person to be like, oh, well, you went to school and you came back and there was a shiny on your screen. Like, you built a sweet machine to do it. That sounds awesome, man. Like, cool. Yeah, more power to you.
I mean, it's the same sort of weird, like, our shiny's too common now. That clickbait. Like, no, they're not. Whatever. Like, it is an alternate color that literally does nothing. Like, why? Why do you care this much about the legitimacy of this, other than you want to feel superior to somebody else?
I think
it's that weird superiority thing. Like, I did this in this amount of time or this natural way, and mine is therefore more legitimate. And it's a weird thing to put on data.
I mean, as those of us born in the 70s say, that shiny and a coupon will get you a discount on a Shamrock Shake.
I think for the easy thing that anyone can do,
the only thing good at McDonald's is the Shamrock Shake. I'm just going to put that out there right now.
I had a quarter pounder last night. It was very good.
You are
Your
a trash
taste
panda.
buds are.
I'm not going to get into this after the Little Caesars pizza fiasco.
I would be more insulted if somebody didn't use a turbo controller to hunt fossils. Because
I don't own a turbo controller.
Well, if you're gonna sit there and press the A button 1,000,000 times, one, your hand is gonna get tired. You gotta take care of your hands. And two,
you got the carpal tunnels.
Two, your controller is only prorated for so many button presses. And do you want to waste all your button presses?
What if I tape a penny on the A button on my controller?
No, because that's not pressing it over and over again.
Oh.
I think if you're using a turbo controller to hunt fossils, I just think you're a lot smarter than the average person. You're protecting. Look, a pro controller for the Nintendo Switch is like $69. It's very expensive. You don't want to wear that out to get a slightly different colored Pokemon. Get yourself a turbo controller.
Here's the problem. The fossils in Sword and Shield are garbage.
Oh, they're so good.
Who wants a shiny one of those?
It's not always black and white, but your heart always knows the Dracovish is right.
No,
yeah, I like Draco. I like a lot of those.
I don't. If somebody is arguing that you bought a turbo controller and you're not a true Pokemon fan and you didn't press the A button 20,000 times to get a shiny Dracovish, cut ties with that person. They're no longer your friend.
Okay.
No more gatekeeping.
I am fine with people building robots to do their shiny hunting for them, if that's what automated shiny hunting means. I am not okay with RNGing, which I don't even know if RNGing is possible anymore. But that old style of, alternating the clock on your 3DS or your DS so that you would be like, change the percentage chance for a shiny encounter, etc. That's no good, because that's just hacking the game.
Taking manipulation.
Yep.
I would say manipulation and automation are not the same.
Yes.
Agreed.
Pokemon of the week.
Oh boy. All right. Last week's Pokemon, because we're building up to this week, but it was just a list of words. I'll just go through those words again, because I'm sure Greg has it. Mm-hmm. Years, Diplodocea, I can't pronounce that. Warning, Tyrant, Ice, Borealis, 100, Monster, Snow, Amargasaurus, Fossil, Refrigerate, Rock, Million, Sail, Tundra, Aura, and Sauropod. Those were your words. Who is your Pokemon?
It's
Caracosta.
Close.
I have written down Amora.
Amora is correct.
Why is it not Amoris?
One of my all-time favorite fossils.
Amoris? Is what?
Well, you listed all the words, and it could have been Amora or Amoris. What was the word that said it was Amoris and not
Amora versus Auroris?
Auroris. Oh, yeah, Aurora. Sorry, I kept the M in there when it evolved.
Okay, the word in there that would indicate to you that it is not the evolved version is Tyrant. Right?
Oh, okay.
Which is the other fossil that is what you get from the fossil, not from evolving the fossil.
I see.
Pay attention to all the words.
Real good shuffle icon.
Oh, I didn't know it's shiny.
I just really
was
like
white.
this.
Did you see
the
the
shiny? Is so
oh my,
good.
I said that last week. That shiny is amazing.
The shiny is amazing.
I'm going to start shiny hunting in Amora now, because I must have that. There is a wasp on my window that is huge.
It's a Beedrill. Mega Beedrill confirmed.
It certainly has come out.
Can you is Amora in the Sword and Shield?
No.
Dang it.
Well, I mean, I still got my 3DS.
I mean, I do too, but...
Okay, some trivia here is Amora was designed by Hitoshi Argaya. Sorry. Butchered that name, I'm sure.
Ariga, I believe.
Ariga. They have designed, ironically enough, Mega Beedrill.
Hey!
The Alolan Geodude line, the Alolan Grimer line, Pangoro, Inkay, and Malamar. The Aegislash line, the Tyrant and the Amora line, the Grubbin Vikavolt line. I don't know why I didn't just say Grubbin Charjabug Vikavolt. Minior, Drampa. They helped with Ultra Necrozma. And in Sword and Shield, they made the Rookidee, Corvisquire, and Corviknight line.
Man, I like pretty much
got
everything.
Some good designs, yeah.
Everything in this list is really good.
Yeah.
Dang.
They got so they would have started with Sun and Moon, I guess. Yeah, right?
No, if they did Mega.
Well, Mega Beedrill was. Oh, Mega Beedrill was. Mega Ruby?
A Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
There you go.
They got real strong Pokemon under the belt.
Yeah. Drampa, though?
Drampa's good.
So good.
Drampa's
So
not.
good.
Yeah,
Their
Drampa's good.
their favorite Pokemon, according to Bulbapedia, is Misdreavus.
Really?
I like a Mischievous.
I do too.
All right, you ready for this week's Pokemon?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, you already know what the clue is. I've been saying this for over a month.
Chatot.
Chatot?
No, that's an answer. That's not a clue.
Oh.
Chatot can be a clue. Don't judge Chatot.
Wasp.
What have I been? No. What have I been saying that the clue was going to be?
One letter.
One letter. That is the clue. One letter. Of all the Pokemon, unless I am grievously mistaken, there is only one that can, in any language, be clearly identified by one letter. That's your Pokemon of the week.
Chatot.
Sure. I'll repeat it in case somebody was distracted by all of your tomfoolery. The clue for this week's Pokemon of the week is one letter. Of all the Pokemon, unless I am grievously mistaken, there is only one that can, in any language, be clearly identified by one letter.
That's our episode. We'll be back next week, although we'll be probably recording a little earlier than Sunday, because Sunday is Porygon Day.
Yeah, we're going to go to brunch.
Yeah, I'm going to see Greg.
Yay!
Nice.
But I don't think there's usually not breaking Pokemon news Saturday and Sunday, but I'm sure the one weekend where we decide not to record on Sunday, there will probably be...
The release date will hit.
Well, then you can do a
Oh,
special.
Oh, we have to save that for really important news.
It could be.
Like how to say Squub it.
What if they announce a new Pokemon game?
Pokemon Cafe Mix 2.
Pokemon VR.
Electric Boogaloo. What if they can do Dream World 2?
Oh, they need to bring that Dream World
Yeah,
back.
they do. Remakes confirmed.
We did a charity event this weekend for Starlight, which is a charity that raises money for sick kids in hospitals. So they use the money and get the kids like books and video game systems like DSs. They actually work directly with Nintendo, so they provide kids like DSs and Switches and stuff. Like Nintendo Switches, not like internet Switches. I mean, maybe the kid is like super into that and they want to like...
or light switches.
Or light switches. Thank you to everyone who came out to our Twitch stream for that. We ended up raising $3,020 for Starlight charity.
Hey, nice.
Which is a lot of money. So thank you everyone who came by. We're still working on Kickstarter stuff. So we're still on track, hopefully, for those CDs and albums and everything to get to you guys in October. Nick's been doing all the heavy lifting on that. So shout out to Nick. YouTube videos are still coming out. On Monday is the podcast. Wednesday is Something Pokemon. And Friday is Something Pokemon. Last week we did some Masters stuff. So if you want to see a bunch of Masters polls and you want to see me lose my mind slowly because I spent 30,000 gems, that is on YouTube.
And you still didn't get Leaf.
Still do not have Leaf. Also have a video up on YouTube of how I got all the Vivian forms in Pokemon Home. So if you're trying to there are 18 forms that you can get naturally through regions, and there are 2 exclusive forms, the Fancy form and the Pokeball form, that are not needed to complete the achievement in Pokemon Home. But if you are thinking about trying to get all the Vivians, it is completely possible in Pokemon Home through the GTS and doing no work, just putting up your own Vivian. Mine was Polar, and then waiting for the other Vivians to come to you. And if there is anything that signifies that Japan loves Pokemon more than the rest of the world, check out the GTS and see how many elegants are on there. It is nothing but elegance because Japan is still trying. They love their Vivian.
Yep.
So that video is up as well on YouTube. YouTube.com/PKMNcast, Twitch.com/PKMNcast, Instagram.com/PKMNcast. Last thing before we wrap up is I am doing a giveaway for a Nintendo Switch Lite and a copy of either Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield. The giveaway will go until October 8th. All you have to do is go to the giveaway link and say you want to enter, and then you get bonus entries for doing literally what I tell you guys to do every week. Follow on Instagram, follow on YouTube, follow on Twitter, all that stuff. So completely free to enter. Giveaway will be in the show notes. And there are daily entries to that too. So if you want to increase your chance, you just go to the page once a day and hit your daily redemption thing completely free. So that's going on right now. And I think that's it. I think that's everything. There will be an upcoming video this week of how I was able to consistently get jackpot 777 in fire red and leaf green, and I'm very excited for that video.
You mean when you were gambling this weekend?
I was not gambling. There is no gambling in Pokemon. There is the game corner. I was gaming in a corner, not gambling.
Games of chance are also known as gambling. You are playing a slot machine.
Isn't Pokemon all a game of chance?
Not if you RNG.
Yeah.
So that video will be going up later this week as well. Anyways, that's our episode. Greg is at White Wing on Twitter. Will is at Washing the Sink. I am at Dragging a Lake. Podcast at PKMNcast. This has been another episode of the Pokemon Podcast, and we are
super effective.
Super shinies aren't worth anything. Except for the pride of having that cutie.
Cutie fly, like I got.
Yeah, I got one too.
Little pink guy.
That was so cute.
Thank you for listening to another episode of It's Super Effective. A shout out to our producers this episode, Kevin, Casey, Liam, Patrick, Jetsy, Matthew, Kay, Catherine, Stephanie, and Courtney. And a shout out to our executive producers of Spencer and Anthony. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. If you too want to support, if I cannot talk, if you too want to support this podcast, you can head over to patreon.com/It's Super Effective, or you can just head to ise.cash and you can support us as well. Thank you so much for listening. We will see you next week.